Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. We're working on the little door of our wood stove, our mini wood stove. I hope people watch these videos. I've got 5 parts already in the computer. The door is going to have a circle piece with the holes in it. Well, that's an 1.5-inch hole saw, but by the time you cut the hole, that plug you're going to get that I need is going to be 1/8 inch smaller. It's only going to be like 1 3/8. But it'd be bigger than a 1 1/4 washer. We gotta do what we gotta do. You know, if we had like an 1 3/4 hole saw, which we're not gonna buy, you know what I mean, you could get bigger. But, and I'm not gonna get out my little lathe and try to make a round metal washer slug. Okay, here's the problem with our little thing that goes on the, where you screw this on, our arbor. There's metal stuck to this bit. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to pick this up, but I'll take a picture of it. You'll see 2 pictures, the bad side again. And I've been taking my chainsaw file, and I wouldn't recommend anybody thinking you can sharpen a bit this way, but if you get in here, you'll see there's still junk right in there. If you could see it at all. And then one side I polished it out. This side I polished it, and it's just a hunk of chainsaw file I've had. I got in there and actually polished and got rid of it. And there's something even right here where it's scratched. And it's not the bit, it's metal that got hot and stuck to it. And it's not aluminum. I'm sure it's not aluminum. It felt like steel when I ground on it. So I'll take a short break here and take a couple photos of that. Then we'll be going on to something else. It's how casual. We've got a candle going. One of my favorites. Oh, my other radio up there on the shelf quit, so I got my little portable. I got a video on that with a little Sony. It sounds really good. It'll pick up an FM station I listen to. They're like 75 miles away. So, with the antenna that's on it. So, some of them newer radios they sell, I won't mention some companies, but we'll give you a real quick peek at the stove. See that? That's a faceplate goes around it. If I pull it out, the hole will be bigger. So you're getting a little bit of peek at it. I hope anybody wants to watch this one done. We're thinking something really special for the door. So let's take a break and we'll come back with something else. Well, we're taking a break. It's kind of hot in here. It's about a comfortable 74 degrees. The heater comes on, it goes up to 78. Then it stays like around about 76 and the fan's going. But that heater oscillates, so it comes over back and forth. Look at the mess I'm making already. Look at all that. Oh, my, see back that little bit. That thing was almost outdoing my Master Force stroke because I drilled so many holes. I got a stocking cap thrown over top of it there. That's my little beanie stocking cap that I wear underneath my welding helmet so the headband don't dig in your forehead. It's a little kid stocking cap. $1 special. Oh, look to the right of the ruler. That's where I'm going to cut my piece to make my little round pieces. So we're making good use of it. And then see that long piece on the side I can make something someday. Just taking a break. We're going to review our video and then we'll get you. I can't zoom in on the thermometer. You can see it up there. We'll try it. Let's try it. It's Sunday in the Shop. We can do whatever we want. Tell me I can't zoom in. What are we showing there? 77 degrees. And we even got Celsius. I said that in the video. For the Canadians. Come on, it says Celsius or Fahrenheit on here. There. See? There's the C. I can't believe I said that. I just did it because I watched an old guy in Canada who works on lawnmowers. He knows who he is. Some other people probably mention I'm talking about too. There's my drink cup I use out here. See it? That was really cheap. It's got a little rubber flip top where you plug the hole, then you can drink like a sippy cup or a straw. And that's a lid up a chapstick container. Just put over the straw. Keep whatever dust particles out. Little things you notice. My screwdriver collection. Sunday in the shop. Let's spend the time. Oh, you can't really see that thermometer. I might show it later. That goes for a barbecue. I gave like $12-14 for that. And don't make me hit that panic button. Don't make me do it. If I can reach it. Safety tip, don't pick these up when they're hot. And that stuff on there will cut you like a razor blade. I'd rather be cut by a sharp razor blade because the cut would heal faster. That stuff is razor thin. Well, it's kind of a disappointment because it ain't much bigger than a 1 1/4 inch washer. Is that because it's the inside of the hole saw, not the, and the outside's buried, and that wobbles, you know what I mean, they're cheap, they wobble, and it makes it even harder to cut them, especially on something thin that's flexing around. Well, we'll clean it up and see what we think. Oh, why I think of it, I had this laying here. I showed this in another video. That's regular pencil lead. See where I shaved this pencil way down to get the lead out of it? And I had to spread that apart with a screwdriver, little one, and then it clamped down on lead. So I don't need a screw, and I can draw circles. I'll show you how I use a compass. Some people go straight up and down like this. I kind of lean. Here, you can just hold the paper. I kind of lean it. They're straight up and down. I kind of lean. I do the lean thing. You can do what you want, but you know what I mean. You can do it straight up and down. I like the drawing different directions. And just because I did it so much as a kid, I got tired of going straight. I never liked doing it. I don't know why. I think because I like leaning, it keeps your lead from being, you know, you go like that, it's going to flatten your lead out more, right? I think that's why I started doing it when I was a kid. Yeah, that's a nice little tool. There's gears in there. El Cheapo. Spread that apart and we'll take another break. I know it's Sunday in the shop, but there's gears down in there. Trust me, I don't want to take a picture. So when this arm moves, it moves this arm. So they both move, what's that big word? Simultaneously? Yeah, for a cheapie. That came out of some set of stuff I had years ago. Okay, let's take a break. Okay, we were getting frustrated, so we took a break and listened to the radio for a little bit. We've been out here for about 6 hours, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's almost 5 o'clock. We're going with this piece we made because it's almost like 3 seconds thick. And you look at my washers, barely a 16. Okay, don't cough. Okay, don't use a lock washer. I put this bolt nut on this piece, right, and I centered it. I measured with my calipers and everything, and then I used my drill as a lathe to file and clean and sand this. You cannot stay clean doing this stuff. You'll have sandpaper dust, lead, you can't keep your hands washed. So this is what we come up with. This is what we was trying to show you in a video, somewhere in the project. Say, here's a hole and here's a hole, right? When you turn this to shut the holes off, you have to have room in here. Well, I might be able to go 5/16, but it's only a 16th between here. So if I cheat, would be 1/32. You're only gonna have like a 30-second between here. But I also thought of another idea. If I put some extra little holes, well, see, there's gonna be none on the other side, so that one will work. If this is big enough, you could have extra holes. You could have this piece with the head of the bolt welded, right? And a nut welded on the other side of the door, say this door. And you could unscrew it, and this thing would come away from there to give you more air. You know what I mean? This would lift up. So if this thing was big, you'd have all kinds of extra holes hidden here. So when you lifted this away from the stove, there'd be air there. But we're going to have another hole, too, to give it air besides these. There's a formula. 1.5-inch stovepipe. When I figured up with the 3/8 holes that come up more better, like equal to how much exhaust for the intake, intake coming in. But the other way to get it with a stove, you're going to have the door half open trying to get the dang thing to burn. You know what I mean? Here's my little thing I use. 2/8 is a 1/4 inch. Once in a while I get a flash on my camera or something. Yeah, I get them square things that pop up like you're on something. Yeah, that's what it was. They're like your white corner brackets. Like you're getting ready to focus on one object. Okie dokie. We can take more time on this because it's Sunday in the shop. We don't know what else we're going to include on this one, but we don't care if it runs 25 minutes. If you want to watch it, if you got to take a break, we'll take a break. This is my thing I was going to remind you of. You put a square in a circle in a square. Say you was trying to do this, right? Well, what you do is, say it was this big. Okay? Is this what, 2 1/4? You put your circle piece, say it's a big washer, put it in a square. That way you can dissect it 8 times. Bisect, is the word bisect? I didn't flunk drafting. I got a B in the drafting part in shop class and I quit because me and the teacher got in an argument. I told them all, so I don't need you to build a house. Right in front of all the other students, I quit shop class. Got a B in drafting. Well, you would have gone an A, but there's lines I could see. There's always kids' excuses. I don't want to go on a rant about that. But that's why I shaded this. This means there's no hole there. It's just underneath there when this turns. We're trying to dream up a way on the door not to have hinges where, say we had something like a big wing nut or something. We had a lever out here. It's always more space diagonally. Say there's a lever out here, right? And there's a wing nut here. So when you shove the door in the hole and you turn it, this part comes down and latches right here. I think you can figure out what I mean. This comes up. So it goes like this. It'd be a metal bar and go. Or real fancy like a safe where the rods come out. If we can do this without any hinges, it's going to be cool. And if you probably got to use my Leatherman tool or something because it's hot, you can't use your fingers, you got no gloves, all that one, but it's hot, whatever. But to make this not hinges would be cool. Because you can put little tabs here and there. Like, say 2 tabs down here, so when you set it up in the hole, it's squared. Like 2 tabs here, tab here, and a tab here. Or like here, a tab here, 2 tabs here, 2, you know what I mean? So it goes chunk in the hole, and then you go, and it latches. Think about that one. Tell me what you think about my door latch idea. Make your can openers had that wing thing, like a wind-up toy. Remember the old wind-up toys like a cartoon has the holes in it, where you wind it up. You ever seen them old can openers had that on there? I can make any of that stuff out of metal. Okay, break time. We're almost out of here. This is 5 minutes just showing how to do it. Somebody might want to do this. This is the video to watch. I'll refer them to it if they ever ask me. Okay, like I said, break time. We need to rest. Well, we're going to call today and say good for this video. Give you one little look here. We don't want to get up there where there's glare. That's a shame about that radio. I am built into it. It just started getting a hum to it. It won't go away. It's AC hum. Like an old tube radio that would hum, something's wrong with it. And there is a transformers in there from the AC line voltage to... If you could get in there and find out how many volts it is, you might be able to hook it up to battery powered and get rid of the problem. Get rid of that part of the radio. I may tackle that someday. It's just a shame. It just gets a hum in it. We're going to call it good. Say goodbye for this week. Snap a picture. It does get cramped in here. I got some cardboard down there. That blocks any cold air coming through the wall that come up here. and it angles down. You can see it angling down there. And then under this table, so there's a space between that and the out there. It's been pretty nice here when it's chilly. We've had them chilly mornings, and I've had it pretty nice. So thanks for watching. We are out of here. We'll see you next week.